prosecutor Doug Burns and trial attorney Justin Leto. Doug, let me start with you.
Sure.
The thing that I think is very suspicious is her hands are bound not in front, but behind her back with a very sophisticated slip knot.
Yep.
Now, that's pretty hard to do if you're trying to kill yourself.
No, you're exactly right. When I first looked at this case, that seemed big. But there's even a more specific thing. Law enforcement held a press conference last Friday, and they did not announce that, A, there was tape residue on the victim's both of her legs, and then, B, that a T-shirt was stuffed into her mouth. Now, if you break it down logically, there's only two possibilities. One is they weren't aware of it, in which case they should reopen the investigation. Or two, they were aware of it, which raises a lot of questions. And that's why Cyril Wecht, for example, the noted forensic pathologist, is raising questions. And of course, you know, the lawyer obviously is saying that the family really wasn't interviewed in great length. They didn't do handwriting on the supposed writing. So there are definitely some questions, in my opinion, Greg.
Justin, what do you make of this? I mean, Ann Bremer, and we played the soundbite a moment ago, laid out a bunch of factors that suggest this is a homicide, not a suicide. What say you?
Well, the science doesn't lie in this case. If you look at all the evidence that they presented at the press conference, all the DNA in the room was the decedent's. The DNA on the rope was the decedent's. The DNA on the knife was the decedent's. Even the footprints on the floor were the decedent's. And there was no other evidence anywhere in the room of foul play or forced entry. Yeah. It's a sad and tragic story here, but they went through the length of reenacting the entire thing so that they could actually prove that a woman could tie her hands behind her back.
Let me stop you for just a second. What if she was killed by somebody who was wearing gloves? There wouldn't be that individual's DNA on the rope.
It could be, but they did an analysis of this entire room and the entire circumstances, and there was not even any forced entry or even any footprints in the room, and no signs that anybody was cleaning the room. All the evidence that the gentleman was talking about with the T-shirt, I read that in the Examiner, a tabloid. I don't know if that's actually true and that actually was in the room. I read it in some tabloid magazines, but it looks like the DA and the investigators went out of their way to rule out everything they possibly could, and to suggest there's some conspiracy here, I just don't see it.
Doug, what do you think?
Well, nobody's saying necessarily that this is a murder. All they're saying, with all respect, is that it should be looked at more. And apparently the tape residue and the T-shirt did come directly out of the autopsy report. I mean, that's what I read. Sure. And I don't think...
Oh, wait, the lawyer is saying murder, and the boyfriend was supposedly in the hospital at the time. You have no evidence of any motive for murder or any murder. You have a woman who feels badly about what happened to the boy who was killed.
Justin, you said there's no evidence of forced entry, but Justin, what if the individual who may have been responsible for this has access to the house and didn't have to break in?
Well, we're talking about a lot of what-ifs here, but the suspects that they're talking about appear to have alibis. Well, and you can't just go charging people with murder. Evidence of science does not lie. Back in the day, there were a lot of people who were convicted of crimes they did not commit because we didn't have DNA. Now we have DNA. It was thoroughly analyzed in this case, and it rules out anything other than suicide.
Right. But let's not have a disconnect. Nobody's saying charge somebody with murder. All we're saying is that this was a 7-week investigation. Very often investigations go months, if not years. And in light of the questions raised after this press conference, I don't think you can seriously argue that there's any harm in reopening the investigation.
Maybe somebody else ought to take a second or a third look at it. Doug Burns, Justin Leto, thanks very much for being with us. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Heather?
Widespread damage in Texas as fast-moving flames engulf hundreds of homes in the Lone Star State. At least 2